He has turned into an excellent playmaker. McBride, corner, Maxey, again to the left. Dosunmu puts up a three. Bang!
Extra, Hachimura. Man,
This week I broke down 5 players whose playoff impacts surprised me. Not preseason, but based off what we knew going into the playoffs. Some are stars who stepped up when their teams needed them. Some are role players who deliver when nobody expected it. Let's break it down. Now for CJ McCollum.
This one, are you going to be able to rebound it?
get it in. McCollum fires.
CJ McCollum has nearly always made the playoffs in his 13-year career, but this year he was moved to Atlanta as salary filler in the Trae Young trade. It looked like he'd ride out the season as a vet presence and slowly fade out on minimum deals, which is what makes his performance in the playoffs so surprising. He had 32 points in Game 2, a go-ahead bucket, and a game winner to help the Hawks get up 2-1 against the Knicks. He'd only scored 30-plus in 4 games all year across 2 teams. The Knicks eventually won that series, but for a few games, the guy nobody was talking about was the most clutch player on the floor. Now for Karl-Anthony Towns.
He's been the facilitator, the hub, whatever you want to call him. He has turned into an excellent playmaker. McBride, corner three, nails it.
Karl-Anthony Towns is known as the best shooting center of all time as a sharpshooter from deep, often only rivaled by Hall of Famer Dirk Nowitzki as 7-footers who can fill it up from deep. But in these playoffs, he became an offensive hub as a passer. This is clear in the stats, as he more than doubled his assist percentage and assists per game. His assist percentage went from 14.7 to 32.2, and his assists per game went from 3 to 6.75 a game. He also had 3 10-assist games so far in the playoffs, which is unheard of for a center who isn't Jokic. Curious to see if this strategy of Cat as the offensive hub continues in the playoffs and further in his career. Now for Tyrese Maxey.
Uber right back to him. Maxey, again to the rack. Another deuce. Tyrese is taking over.
Tyrese Maxey is an all-star. We all knew he was good. What was surprising is that against the Celtics, who came in as the number 2 seed, Maxey was the closer in a 3-1 comeback to win in Game 7. Back-to-back 30-point games in Game 6 and 7, where he scored 2 of the biggest buckets of the series late in Game 7. But the kicker? He became only the 6th player ever with consecutive 30.5 assist playoff games against Boston, joining LeBron, Giannis, Kareem, Jerry West, and Oscar Robertson, all Hall of Famers. That's incredible. Now for Ayo Dosunmu.
Who drives at Jokic. Double team, comes back, 5 on the 24. Dosunmu puts up a 3. Bang! Ayo Dosunmu does it again!
Ayo Dosunmu wasn't supposed to be the story of this series. He was a mid-season addition for Minnesota, a great one, a valuable rotation guard, and the kind of player you hope can defend, make the right reads, and give you solid minutes off the bench. But in Game 4 against Denver, he became so much more than that. Ayo came off the bench and gave Minnesota 43 points against the Nuggets, the most points by a playoff reserve in 50 years, and the second most ever. He hit threes, attacked gaps, got to the line, and kept answering whenever the Wolves needed a bucket. And the context is what makes it crazy and possible. Anthony Edwards and Dante DiVincenzo were hurt. Minnesota needed someone to create offense in a high-leverage playoff game against a Jokic-led Nuggets team, and somehow the answer was Ayo. This wasn't empty stats either. He helped Minnesota take a 3-1 series lead. Now for Rui Hachimura.
James, ahead, extra, Hachimura. Man, he is on another level right now shooting the ball.
Rui Hachimura's impact can really sneak up on you. He's not the loudest man on the Lakers, and the offense isn't built around him. But in the playoffs, he has become exactly the kind of role player winning teams need. Calm, physical, efficient, and deadly when defenses leave him open. And this isn't just one hot shooting night. With a real playoff sample, Rui is sitting around 51% from 3 for his postseason career, one of the highest marks in NBA playoff history. That mattered when the Lakers had to close out Houston in the first round without Luka Doncic. Rui gave them 21 points, hit 5 threes, helped turn Game 6 into a 20-point closeout win. Not flashy, but brutally efficient. 5 players, 5 different stories. Veterans written off who came back clutch. Stars who broke the mold of what they were known for. Role players who delivered when it mattered most. The playoffs are where surprises happen, and these are the guys who've reminded us why we watch. We'll see if any of them keeps it going further in the playoffs. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.